It's a new year, and with the new year, many of you have taken up the resolution to lose weight. But with all the diets out there, how do you know which one is right for you? Could not do Atkins. Yeah. But some of the celebrities, like you were saying, that would do it for like a week at a time to kind of lose 5 or 10 pounds, say, before a big award show. Our producer says he's going to do Atkins.
Oh, yeah.
Living in a city that's considered one of the safest in the world, you may feel that you may never need a women's self-defense class, but these classes are always overbooked. So before you head off to some destination that doesn't have Dubai's reputation, you need to watch this segment. Today, we have Rio Altai, who runs the Never Feel Helpless Again Women's Self-Defense Center. But are these attackers, are they generally strangers, or is it sometimes somebody you know?
Statistics say 85% of the people that attack you are people that know you.
Right now, you need to show some tricks, because we want to be protected on our next vacation. What's the first one you're going to show us?
Well, I'm going to show some attacks, most common attacks for women. A bear hug from the back, a bear hug from the front.
Okay, show us how we can protect ourselves. Like, for instance, very common is women's purses being stolen. So how do we protect ourselves if somebody's going to come up and grab your purse? Tell us about the pieces.
It sure is. It's called the Starburst collection, and it's the first pieces that I'm doing. And the one you're wearing, for instance, it's about 30 carats, and it's valued at about $250,000.
I love the hat. And where is that from?
The hat is from Sydney, Australia, David Jones.
Why did you decide to dress like this as opposed to something more traditional for the races?
Just like to show off my Scottish roots.
That would probably be Adrian Koenig with Quintessentially Dubai. He is the managing director who is here to tell us about how he's going to get us tickets for Santana.
Come on.
No, he's really not. But the reason he's here is going to tell us a little bit more about the elitist lifestyle and why memberships to private clubs are becoming increasingly more popular in Dubai. Who are the members? Who make up this, club?
It ranges from opposed to being.
So you've taken the concierge out of the hotel lobby and basically into our lives' homes.
Exactly, exactly. Anywhere you are in the world.
The story that I enjoyed was the one that you were telling me about Madonna.
Yeah, that is.
She is a member.
She is a member. That is probably one of our more famous requests.
It's your paycheck, right?
Yeah.
And you're told to go cover Britney going crazy. Are you going to just quit?
And they've not made it up. I mean, she is doing something she is doing.
I have to agree with that. It's an ethical question. It's an ethical question. And it's an old ethical question when, even when you go back to university, you're doing media studies. I have an ethical issue with that.
Our lives to be unfolding like a bouquet.
Sure. Now, I've read the book, but I kind of have a problem with it because to me, I believe it to be common sense. If I'm working towards a goal, I'm going to make it because I'm going to work hard to get there. So it just, I don't know, it just doesn't rub me the right way. I mean, in all honesty.
Well, that's great.
Okay. Well, see, that's the other thing, though, because you speak over 300 days a year, is that right?
Yes.
So, and with that, and you're traveling and all that, when do you find the time to have a little bit of self-reflection on yourself?
Well, believe it or not, I just flew in from South Africa. This has been an absolutely amazing day. And so I can say 24 hours since I landed here, this has been absolutely one inspiring thing after another.
Fantastic. Wonderful. And I'm sure we'll all be writing this evening. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
When we come back, we will be joined with Graham Stacey. Now, today marks day 6, and to kick it off, we have an interview with famous actor Danny Glover. Salt of the Sea, which is a Palestinian film. What attracted you to it in the first place?
Well, it's just most stories are grounded in our own historic experience.
Who tuned into the program yesterday, you had the opportunity to see Diala's interview with the star of Inkheart, Brendan Fraser. Well, our guest today is the young British actress Eliza Bennett. She plays the role of his daughter in this action-packed film. You're here to present W, which is a film about President George W. Bush. Now I'm going to cut to the chase. In the film, 9/11 has been left out, as well as other controversial times like the 2000 election. Why, in your opinion, did you decide to leave those out?
Well, the movie is a character study of George Bush done in 3 acts. A young man, a middle-aged man, older man.
Jeffrey Wright, welcome to Dubai. Is this your first time?
Yes, it is my first time.
And what do you think of Dubai?
I think it's an extraordinary place. It's my first trip to the Middle East.
Hey, are you ready for dip?
Yeah, I'm just getting into character.
Okay, so I'll see you around then?
Yeah, may the force be with you.
Roll camera and action.
Il Divo is a wonderfully written film from Italy. It resonates with people from the First Republic, which was a time during the Cold War. Il Divo, or The Divine, is a view of Italian politics in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, centered on its main character, the five-time Prime Minister Giulio Andreotti. The best thing about films is that they can entertain all age groups. You can find films for toddlers, teenagers, and of course for adults. Animation, fairy tales, and stop-motion films often appeal to children, but it would marginalize animations to view them only as children's entertainment. I remember growing up with old films like Cinderella and Snow White. They're still some of my favorites, and I can watch them over and over again. In addition to that, during the 3-day workshop, professional animators join the children to tell them about their animation techniques and personal experiences. One of them is a household name in the region, Mohammed Saeed Harid, the creator and director of Frige, the first ever 3D animated series in the Middle East. Well, obviously there's a lot of interest in animation in this region. I mean, you can just see with all these children here at this workshop. But what advice would you give to these children who want to do what you do and become an animator?
I think the